We are. Hello, everybody. I'm very pleased to welcome you here at the 5th General Assembly of Womenvai in EPF Montpellier. I will say what EPF is in a moment, and I'll give probably the speech to Lillian for 1 second, either now or later. I'm very proud to be here. And it is with my great pleasure to welcome you all to this 5th General Assembly of Womenvai, NGO that we established in January 2018. On this day of 22nd of April, I wish to tell you my pride to be here again at EPF Montpellier, thanks to you, Lillian. And as I recall that that day of June, well, it was 6 years ago now, no, 5, when we decided all together that it would be fantastic to set up a unique platform gathering women and men together in the area of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, to build and try to bring sustainable solutions for a better world aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals. So thank you to those who have followed me since the early beginning of this adventure, as we were 18 co-founders, and today we are a few of them. And I will give you in a moment the speech so you can present yourself. Thank you also to the sponsors who have come to support us financially since the beginning and who believe in our projects and goals. And I'm very proud that 4 of them are represented today in presence. And I'll give you also the speech in a moment. Thank you so to the sponsors. Thank you to the partners, NGOs and international institutions from around the world, because either through the accreditation process or your strength to help us open your doors, we have been able to establish partnerships in some countries to work with you in Benin, Côte d'Ivoire, Mauritania, etc. So thank you so much to the newcomers also. Some of you are present here today, new active members who are present either face-to-face and online, and I will give you also the speech right in a moment. Thank you also to the ambassadors who help us raise the visibility across the world. And finally, I wish to thank you all stakeholders who join us today online as observers to benchmark and maybe soon join efforts on the great challenges we commonly have, so we can think out of the box, as together we are stronger. So today we have a bit more than 1 hour to present Womenvai activities and discuss next steps and vision together the future of women and men in STEM, sustainable projects for a better world. And as our 5th General Assembly kicks off, I wish to name firstly our sponsors before giving you members and partners the speech. So of course, EPF, so Lillian, since a long time now, and as a co-founder, you've been pushing EPF, the School of Engineering here in France. From actually, I'm very proud to have been graduated together with Betty and Swazik, who could not join us, but we are 3 graduated from this school. And thanks to you, EPF is a sponsor. So can you say a few words about yourself?
First, I would like to thank you to be here. Sorry for the delay, and we have, it has been a little bit difficult because we had few events at the same time since today, so it's difficult to manage everything. And so EPF, as you know, or maybe you don't know, EPF is a very old school, and created by a woman in 1925, so to allow the women to carry on engineering studies. So it's a sort of emblematic institution in France. And we started, of course, it's a pleasure for me to be a co-founder of this organization, because there are 3 EPF in this organization, and I always try to push EPF to be partner and to allow events, common events with Womenvai, and I'm sure we will carry on the next few years. Just to introduce myself, sorry, I'm a mathematician, in fact, basically, and I'm deputy director of EPF Montpellier, and teaching as a student and doing the between students and teachers, and it's one part very interesting because I think it's one way to be aware of the mind, the way of thinking of the young generation. And also I belong to another organization called Elle Bouge. It's a French national organization to promote STEM for the young ladies. And also I'm a co-founder of another, not yet organization, but soon, called Generation AR, just to, I'm working with students on different parts about, how I would say that, to sensibilize young generation to AR by using tools and very practical tools around AR and for high school and so on. So that's it. So I'm sorry for
that's okay. Very pleased.
Very not really well done for the preparation of this AG, but I hope the evening will be nice.
Yes, sure. Okay, thank you very much, Lillian. Can I give the speech right away to maybe Betty, who represents here AB5 as well, and your sponsor, so co-founder, graduated also from EPF and sponsor. Can you speak loud? Maybe I'm not sure if
we should ask perhaps those who are online whether they hear or not.
Yes, can you start, Betty, to...
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you here for Womenvai.
Can you hear online? Hello, can you hear?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
So I'm very pleased to be here with you. AB5 works on innovation, and we're in the process of getting a certification for our work in sustainability. But we work on innovation in an enabled environment. We're very pleased to the action of Womenvai, which we've done since inception.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll take 1 minute to present Swiss Engineering, which is a 13,000 engineers and architects organization in Switzerland. And I'm as a chair of the chapter of Geneva, of course, we had no choice than to sponsor. I'm going to give the speech to Monsieur Jacomet, who represents here Procadre International. I must say that Procadre is a partner of Swiss Engineering Geneva, and one of the partner associate, Olivier Taburet, could not join, but sends his best friend and colleague from Procadre. Can you present in a few words?
Partner of International, and she's an interim executive based in Paris, Lyon, and actually operates across the world with partner or independently, partner.
Okay.
We have pretty much 30% of women as part of the project.
Okay.
Which means that there is room, for ladies job and in the space of technology.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you very much. And we do a lot of projects also in Africa, in some of the countries, and we have ladies connected now who will present themselves from Africa too. I must excuse Abesho, led by Asma Brini, who was our vice president in 2021. She's been so busy she couldn't join us, but of course Abeshore is one of the sponsors, at least in 2021 it was. Dennis, can you present rapidly your group and the activity?
Yes, I'm Denis Zazian. I'm boss of Womenvai and director of a group based in France and Geneva. European patent attorney and boss and engineer as well. Partner of Womenvai.
Thank you very much. Maybe we would like to give the speech before proceeding to the co-founders around the table who have not expressed yet, namely Lydia Zakowska, who is the Secretary General, of course. And we can see she was right at the early ages of the creation of Womenvai here in the picture. So, Lydia?
Good evening. I'm hoping not only to be on the picture online, but just in presence here. So thanks, Lillian, again for inviting us here and organizing this. And as Yvette said, I am with Womenvai since the beginning, and even earlier before we cooperated since years with an engineering work organization, which brought us to making projects and to come to where we are now. Personally, I'm from Poland, Krakow, and I work as a professor of civil engineering at Krakow University of Technology. But one of my research topic already is not only transportation, but especially gender equality in engineering in general, and these, let's say, new rules and gender equality plans for engineers more.
Okay, thank you very much, Lydia. We will be joined in a moment by Lillian Coelho, who was also one of our co-founding members. And I must now give the speech to Marwa Zagreb. I'm very pleased that you joined us here. Can you present yourself?
Thank you for more than 10 years of friendship and collaboration. I met Yvette 10 years ago, and opportunity to meet the co-founder to join the team. Since I'm really interested in environment and society, we have a lot of projects. I hope that I will be available more to have and to achieve for more achievement. So thank you everybody to join and have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Dennis, do you have 1 minute to come and maybe can you present yourself quickly? Thank you very much, Dennis. So just before coming to the statutory part of our General Assembly, I wish to recall a few milestones. We started really discussing the preparation of all that. It happened back in Geneva, Paris, and we also went to Krakow and London to discuss all that. We kicked off our Womenvai Association back in 2018 at the first General Assembly in Lisbon. Then had a series of course, adjustments of our NGO. Because of the COVID, as you all know, we had to maybe maintain some activities, but were mainly online. Which was a bit difficult for all of us, but now we're kicking back and we are starting back again. You may recall that we are really a unique NGO that was founded not only by women or not only as many of associations now that appear to work in the same scope by men, or 99% of men. But we really want to have a mix, working together and bring solutions for climate change adaptation in the scope also of equality education, and all that aligned with the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals that you all know, with a focus on the 4th and the 5th, because it's so important for us, of course, but we really want to aim at having projects aligned with all of them.
But I know I don't see any.
Dennis, can we switch off? So we have now the statutory part, and before that we need to give maybe the speech to some of the ones who are present here today. So very pleased to welcome Selina Belayos, a new member, and as she's in presence today, I must give her the floor right now. Please, Selina, present yourself. Can you put your mic, and I will switch off mine, maybe? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. It's an honor for me to be part of this assembly, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity you are giving me to form part for this great organization.
Okay, sorry, I need to switch this on.
Please
Continue.
Okay. My name is Selina Belayos. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm a shareholder and vice president of Chitos, as a generation family-owned urban transportation company dedicated to public transport by bus. Unlike other countries, the public transports. Okay. In another countries, it's concessioned to private companies. Bueno, I am very proud of stay here.
We are very proud to be with you. Thank you so much, Selina, to have come all along the road from Argentina to here. Thank you very much. Please switch off. So, coming to the statutory part, I'll ask Lydia to tell us how many voting members we have standing, and I'll give you the proxy, unless you know about the proxies that we have, or not yet.
Okay, we are here in the room now, 9. In total, from co-founders together with new members who paid and are eligible for voting today, we are all 21 together. From that number, we need to get more than 50% of existing.
Yeah, I've got some proxies myself. So
Yes.
can I list the proxies? So Guillaume Pahu gave me the proxy. We have also Ariane, who gave the proxy. Maryse. Maryse, who is a new member. She gave me the proxy.
Maryse is...
Maryse Almeida. She's not co-founder, sorry, she's new.
I know.
Okay. So Sophie. And Swazik.
Music, okay.
And Ines.
Ines.
And Dennis, if he has to leave before the voting, he will give me the proxy. I've got it also. So people who have not given any proxy, can you tell us, Dennis, if Lydia Santiago is in the chat or not? No. Lillian Coelho, is she here?
On the way.
Okay, so put a question, okay. Who else? So we've got Sangeeta, which is honorary. Betty is here. Nadia, Marwa, Lillian is here. That's all. Okay.
Antonina
and Asma has not given. She will be honorary. Okay.
Asma not, but Antonina.
Okay.
Has a right to vote. Yes.
Yes. Yep. New members have the right to vote for 2022. So for the 2021, they don't have the right to vote because they're just new. Yeah, so they can vote on motion 3, 4, 5. Exactly. So we have Selena, we have Antonina, and I think I have the names here. And we will, Guylaine, I think Guylaine also, Elisabetta. Noella, it's written there, please, on the screen. Okay. But not all of them have given me the proxy. So Selena is here, Antonina, yes. Elisabetta, I hope they will join for voting. Mary's, I'm on the way, okay, she says. And Lillian, no news. So Mary's, Noella, she could not provide proxy because she's traveling in Cameroon. Guylaine is here with us, correct, Guylaine? I think she was here. Sharon from Zambia also is traveling, she could not. And Valerie is here with us. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new members that have paid for 2022 and are present and can give their vote. Okay? Let me know if it's not clear, Lydia. Do you have all of them? Yes?
I think it is, as far as we have not 21 voting, but minus new members, so 19 together. From those 19, we are here 15.
Including proxy.
Including proxy, okay. Without Lily, who is on the way, and maybe will be the voting as well.
So 16.
16, okay. Yes.
And for 2020.
And for 2020, number plus 6.
Great. Thank you very much, Lydia. So we can proceed. We are sorry, it's always very annoying, these issues, but okay. It's very important because we follow the statutory. Yes. So we follow now.
Elisabetta is already on email.
Ah, Elisabetta, you're connected, right?
Yes, I am on
give you in a moment. Oh, I see that Katia Rosas, she's with us as well as an observer, probably. Antonina, she's an active member. Okay. So from now we can follow the statutory agenda. We are going to the activities of 2021, and we will ask you to vote those active members in 2021. Financial status the same, and for newcomers, you will have the chance to present yourself and to vote for proposals and budget of 2022, election of the members of the board, and proposal for honorary members. Yes? Yeah, it's because of the screen. It's failing.
In fact, it's because Zoom is not compatible with Teams.
Oui,
we can get only through Teams.
Oui, mais
bon. I just asked
we didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, now we know. Next time we'll do a Teams. Okay, welcoming new members is important. And I'd like to stress a little bit about how we welcome new members. It's very important. And then we give you the chance to present yourselves, new members. So I'm going to just try and do it like that. So about the process, in fact, we decided at last executive board that set up in February this year to open. In fact, for the first few years, we didn't want to open too much because even though we are friends and colleagues, we know each other very well, but we wanted to have a stable organization and to see how much time we have, because some of us, we don't have so much time, we are very busy, and also our own interests. because we want to make an association livable. And in the case of some of us, maybe during 2 years, we couldn't do much, but then we come back. And some of us started 3 years and for the boost, but then less motivation maybe leads us to other perspectives. So with no judgment, really, we want to say to all of you that if you have skills, motivation, and time, please come and tell us exactly where you want to contribute. Of course, the 18 first co-founders could not also always stay forever around us. And just because of me, Yvette Ramos or Lydia, we stay together and we work and we run together. No, it's not the way it is, because life has its constraints and bring us some new perspectives. So this is why we decided early 2022 to open a little bit. And of course, what is important also is to say that even those we have co-founders who say, oh, now I need a little bit of distance, I'm not an active member anymore. What we propose the assembly is to vote for them as honorary member. They stay the co-founder of Womenvai, and we give them the honorary membership, the status, sorry. They don't vote anymore because they are not even present, but still they have their face on our website, and very proud that they started with us this adventure. We've got also donors, and again, it's very important for our minimum, ruling treasury. We've got the partners that I mentioned already. We've got ambassadors. I'm not sure that we have ambassadors today, but anyway, if some of you are, please just let me know, take the speech and tell us. We have wonderful ladies that we highlighted in a previous newsletter, and I'm very supportive of that, because even if they are not voting member, at least they raise the visibility of Womenvai in their country, be it India, be it Nigeria, or we've got also in Morocco, we've got in Italy, we've got Mexico, we've got some of the countries of this world that need a little bit of boost in terms of equality progress for STEM. And we've got the active members, and this is where I want to come now on how really we want to welcome those new members. We set up a process that might not be so perfect, and we still have to improve it. But Swazik, who is the chair of the ethics committee, who is not with us, has done a tremendous work to really organize a Google form that has the chance to come directly with all the names, emails, etc., motivation of the people who wants to join us directly. Tell us what are your skills and what you do and what is your interest. Then she does that sort of selection, trying to complete all elements that we need, like the CV, the letter of motivation, what you want, etc. And then we proceed as an executive board member to analyze these files, and we decide basically on the committee, ethics committee recommendation. If yes or no, we welcome this newcomer. It can be an ambassador, a partner or donor, or an active member who will pay, of course, the €50 annual fee. And then the Treasury Finance team sends the invoice according to the status. €12 is for the students' status, active member, 50 is for the normal, I would say, professional active member, and 200 is for the sponsors who don't have the right to vote, but they come as observers, and we always welcome any recommendations from them. So this is a summary of basically how we apply when you are an individual member. Of course, as I said, it has to be improved because for the moment, for example, for the projects, we are not so clear. So we welcome any people around the table, online or face-to-face, to help us if you want to join the team. It is important also to state that the ethics committee have worked on an ethics charter that we ask all newcomers to sign. It's basically around our values that are humanism, integrity, of course, we believe in sustainable development and in technological innovation that is sustainable, of course, that has a sustainable perspective, of course. Now, coming to the new members, I'd like to, well, I gave the speech already to Selina. Can Antonina take the speech and tell us a little bit about you, please? Antonina, are you with us?
Yes, hello, I am. Can you hear me?
So can you tell us, I'm going to put a little bit more voice here because we don't hear you. Can you speak?
Okay, yes, do you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. So hello, everyone. Thank you very much for having me here. My name is Antonina and I'm a student from Krakow. I study master's degree in architecture at Krakow University of Technology. I have quite a big interest in gender equality and how can we work on gender equality, applying some changes in architecture and in urbanism, and changing the way we feel about public spaces. And I think this is very important to pay attention to the role and the being of women in public spaces, because they are often being marginalized. So I think that's all.
Thank you very much, Antonina. Very
Thank
pleased
you very
to
much.
welcome you. I'll give the speech now to Elisabetta. Elisabetta is in Montpellier, but she had meetings before and I think she had to connect online. Are you with us, Elisabetta?
Yes, I am reaching you. I am in a taxi. Sorry for this.
Oh, how long is it in the taxi? Maybe we can give you the speech after.
Yeah,
When you...
yeah, if you can, it would be very nice. Thank you.
Okay, then. I will introduce Maurice Portugal. She's not here with us. She wanted to come, but she's the Vice President of Business as Nature, an NGO that we have been partnering with in Portugal, who has a lot of projects in sustainable development goals. For example, they have a wonderful project in fishing, what they call fishing the plastic. They take all the plastic from the ocean and they do a project in recycling the plastic that comes from the ocean in the coast of Portugal. And they put it in the circular economy. That means that they deal with the association of the fishing industry, the fishing association that mainly is with spouses of the fishers. So the fishers, they go, they do their fish stuff, they take plastic and they bring the plastic to the women, mainly women, because the spouse of the fishers are mainly 99% women. And thanks to these 3D printing machines that the project has bought, I think they got subsidies of 200,000 euros to do that and to buy some machines. They recycle the plastic after selection and they they produce small tools in plastic that they sell locally in the local market. That can be covers for the books of the scholars for primary schools. It can be cups, you know, these recycling cups that they use in the schools or at the university, etc. So it's a very good project that shows that anything you can take from the plastic, once it's selected, then you can use in the circular market. So, and we've been doing a few projects, submissions with Business as Nature, including a recent Erasmus
and
cost project at European level.
And both of them are expected to have pretty soon
the positive answer.
Yeah, the positive answer.
We have.
So Maurice will be a very, very precious and very welcome partner in our group, yes. Not only from another company.
I will present rapidly also Noela, who is a very recent new member. She's from Cameroon and she's part of ASEF Africa, which is NGO based in, headquartered in Cameroon, but based in different countries, very much in the climate change initiatives for climate justice, and including, of course, gender equality. Noela is the sister of Tambe Unurine, who maybe you have heard. She was with us in one of the side events, and we tried to embark also at the Ocean Summit that will take place in Lisbon end of June. I will come back to that in a moment. We have Guylaine Congo. Are you there? Hello, Guylaine, can you present yourself? We've known each other for a long time as well.
Hello, thank you very much. I think you are hear me.
Yes, we hear you very well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Put on your camera or not? Is it too complicated?
Yeah, too complicated for me. I'm in the office now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much, Yvette, for this initiative. My name is Guylaine Sona from DRC. I'm an engineer at telecommunication, but I'm working to United Nations, call it MONUSCO in Kinshasa. But it's a pleasure for me to participate on this 50 SMD. It's very wonderful to share with others, women engineers around the world. This is what again we have. I think we have many projects we can share together, and to keep this Womenvai upset. Okay. Okay. Thank you. That's all for me today.
Thank you very much, Guylaine. Thank you so much, Guylaine. Yes, we hope that we soon can have an event also in Kinshasa. Really.
It's a pleasure.
Sharon is from the ZWES, which is the Zambian Women Engineering Society. She just sent recently her wish to become a member. Yeah, I got her yesterday and she said she's traveling, so she could not join, but we hope to do also a lot of projects with the ZWES, because this Zambian Women Engineers Association is really very active. I've been following them for many years now. We have been joined also by Valérie Peclet from France. Actually, she's an EPF too. Yes, yes, I think so. Valérie, are you there? Valérie? Est-ce qu'on a Valérie avec nous? Valérie, vous êtes mute. Peut-être, Denis, tu peux éteindre le micro de Guy.
Do you understand me?
Yes, no? Oui, c'est bon, on vous entend. Allez-y, please present yourself. Are you an EPF as well? I think so.
Yes, I am an EPF engineer. So I was specialized in computer science in enterprise architecture, and now I found a new activity, and I study the possibility to practice a green IT activity. That's why I'm green IT. I'm interested in green IT. Yeah. So I like to share with people who practice the same activity.
Of course. Can you just tell us in 1 minute what is green IT?
Green IT is the possibility to reduce to practice. Sorry for English.
No. Practice computing science, I guess.
No, to reduce impact of computer in environment. Because numeric has a great impact of environment, and now companies are sensible to this problematic and study the possibility to reduce, to take measures to reduce impact in environment.
Okay, so it includes the green data centers, right?
Yes, it includes design, because you have to limit needs and just provide applications who fit needs, and don't produce application with too much need.
Okay.
For example.
Optimization, basically.
Optimization.
In many production, distribution, and service. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Valerie. Thanks to join us and stay with us in the next 1 hour because we need you to vote until the end. Thank you very much. So with this, unless there's a new person online, I don't see who is online now, but I don't see any more. So Elisabetta will be joining us, and as soon as she comes in, I think she can present herself. Womenvai activities included anything about marketing, projects, advocacy, and we developed one service that I'm going to talk in a minute. Of course, it has started also, like we had a strong COVID year in 2020, but we tried to do as much as possible with the online activities and digital service around the world. Elisabetta has just joined us. So maybe before I proceed with the explanation of 2021 activities, I will leave her breathe and I'll give her my chair so she can present herself. Stay here. Professor Elisabetta, please present yourself.
Thank you very much indeed. Sorry for being late. I am a transport economist and I am very happy to be part of this big family. And I am just breathing. And I would be very happy for giving my support in terms of a scientific contribution, especially to projects that we can do together. And in particular, I am working on sustainability and on equity. So I think we can do something all together. We have already started to do something, but I think that we can do something better and something even more for the future, especially in some area where there is the real need of doing or implementing some of our ideas. So I am very happy and proud of being here and to be part of this family. Thank you very much indeed.
You made it. Please sit down and breathe. So about the marketing and communication, of course, for those who follow us on the social media, you probably, please, I would like you to share and reshare and post and repost. Myself, I do the management of the LinkedIn page. On the Twitter, we've got Guillaume, who is quite active. So please just follow our Twitter account. Instagram is Ines, who I must excuse today. She's a student working in her internship as a Siemens Mobility, and she does the Instagram page. Please follow. She does a great job, very active. And actually, we did a workshop last year. I'm going to talk about that in Nouakchott, and we found a lady, Mrs. Khaloud, who started the Facebook page. So don't hesitate to follow us on the Facebook page, please. As you know, all our activities are... Allô? Est-ce que tu peux éteindre, Denis, maybe? Okay, merci. You know that all our activities are reported in our newsletter. So I like very much the design of it, and we use the service of a friend. So she tries not to cover too much for that, but everything we do, we report in our newsletter. And I really encourage all of you around the table and online to send us a text. As soon as you do an activity, a picture and a short text in English, and then we inject that in the next newsletter. So please continue to do that because it has been progressing from 6 pages now to 12 pages. So all the newsletters are on our website under the onglet news. And thanks to Dennis Salas, our technical high support, we have a YouTube channel that she also manages very well. So don't hesitate. You look for YouTube Womenvai and you'll find all the videos. For example, today the General Assembly will be posted there. So please subscribe to all of these accounts and try and follow up if you are not done so until now. Thank you very much. On the events side, I must say we have done a lot. Look at this full page. I could not. Yeah, so it's very much of activity. Half of them were online, but we managed to do just before the closing of the whole France in March 2021. We did a wonderful UNESCO WFO International Women's Day at this occasion on the 19th of March. We had a big program, and again, the recording is on the YouTube channel. We had a specific message from Antonio Guterres, so we are very proud of that. And then we did a series of international events. I'm not going to list, you've got everything here, but I must say that, for example, Professor Elisabetta invited us to speak at the MED, which was the 29th Mediterranean Conference on Control and Automation in June last year. So I was very proud to mention and present Womenvai and our activities in this scope. One thing that is very important that we have to say is that we got the accreditation of the UNFCCC. So now we as an NGO, we are listed in the 4,000 or 5,000 NGOs worldwide as accredited NGO that can go to the COP events. This year will be in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt in November. I hope you can all come. We last year had a quota of 6. This means that we can have a delegation of 12, 6 people for each week, for example. And if, for example, myself, I go on week 2, but on the Tuesday, I want to be free, somebody else can just come for that day. So we really can have a full potential for these COPs. And prior to the COP, there is always what we call the UNFCCC talks, the gathering in Bonn, Germany, where the Secretariat General is of the UNFCCC. And this year in June, there will be Bonn as well talks. And we are naturally, automatically accredited to go to these talks. So of course, it talks about climate change adaptation and mitigation, but it is a unique platform to meet the ministers and the high-level people at the climate change issues. So we try also to have the accreditation of UNOG. UNOG is the general accreditation for ECOSOC status at UNOG, the UN United Nations. So we filled in the file 1 year ago, and we're still waiting. They have a pile, very long pile, and we're still waiting. We hope to have the positive, of course, answer by summer. And we will let you know as soon as possible. And we've got a series of accreditations for this year, for example, for the Ocean Summit. I will talk in a moment. We are always invited also to the WISIS, and the WISIS, the World Summit of Information Society. We've been going with Betty, for example, for many years now. It's a unique platform also to discuss and present ourselves, etc. And last year only we had 3 events. We have the proposal for 3 events this year, plus another 2 events that I will speak in a moment. On the project side, we have Kidsvai, Womenvai Academy, and a project I'm going to speak. So of course, I don't want to be too long, and I'm sure you know that already if you've read our newsletters, but we propose really anything linked right from the primary stage to raise the opinions and the level of the young kids and study STEM, including for girls. So all along the age, we need to be aware that we can do it. We can work in STEM and develop a STEM career in science, technology, engineering, math. Either you are a boy or a girl. And we have been developing actually with Swiss Engineering a full kit that it's called Kidsvai, innovative from the previous one that we called Kids Info. To go to classes, and we experienced that in Nouakchott, and we hope to experience it in many of your countries. And we hope to have it also during the WISIS this year in Geneva at the occasion of a specific workshop. They told us you cannot have kids there. I say we are going to do it with the ministers of telecom. Please, so bring them. And we will do a workshop with the ministers, so you will understand that it's interesting. The Womenvai Academy is something we developed, and the first edition was in Benin 3 years ago. We did in 2020 2 sessions, one in Benin and one in Côte d'Ivoire. And last year was Mauritania with CMFA, the Conseil Mauritanien des Femmes d'Affaires Business Women. And I must say that I'm very proud because the CMFA Secretary General now is the minister, the lady is the Minister of Equality in Mauritania. Betty was with me, and she must confirm that it was very successful. We have 50 full women entrepreneurs that were very active, and we are very proud to have done and conducted this academy. And we've got a WhatsApp group that fuses every week a lot of information. Connect and Stop Violence is a project that we started in a local city where I was a deputy mayor in charge of equality, because we found that even though France is a developed country, it's like everywhere, there's a lot of violence against girls and women. So we have developed a technological tool that basically is a button, and we patented it. It's a button that you can hide in your underwear, for example, or in the socks, because the fact is that when there is a violence at home, the lady, she doesn't have any, possibility. She doesn't have the phone. She doesn't have, anything to protect herself. Maybe she has the underwear and maybe she has the socks, but she can have that small item. It's a button that you push to give an alert. Some of these devices exist already, but they go through the mobile. Exactly. So we have developed something that does not go through the mobile, because the mobile is already hidden from the men or the women. In fact, and it's not only women that's from the victim, because in France 85% are women victims, but 15% are men also. So when you push the button, it goes directly through the 2G, the low range bandwidth, network. Thank you. So through the low range network, and sends the alert to someone you have previously, of course, registered in the system. So it is something that is yet in a demo, and we need to raise like 200,000 euros to develop it in 10,000, for example, devices. So if you hear any investment possibility, please just let us know. So to proceed now, we would like you to vote. Unless there's questions, I showed you anything that we have. So Lillian has not appeared. Do we know where she is? Lillian Coelho?
Well, she's in the taxi. She told me a traffic jam.
So we have how many voting, please? How many voting we have? If it, I think it's 15, correct?
Yes, we have 15. If there is still no, yes.
Okay, so 15 people will be able to vote now. Is anybody against? No?
No.
Anybody wishes to not vote? No. So thank you very much for the vote. We've got 15 positive votes.
Motion one?
Motion one is voted by 15 people.
Yes. Out of 15.
Exactly. Of course, to have done everything that we've just presented, we had some expenses. We had also some income, so that you have here. I'm not going maybe to detail. It was already approved by the executive board in February when we met. And these are basic expenses, I would say. So unless somebody has a question on something, we spent, of course, when we go to this Womenvai Academy, usually we don't ask Womenvai to pay for the tickets, international tickets. But we had a little bit of fund to at least reimburse a few fees to some of us who went to COP26 and to the Nouakchott, Mauritania. We had also the chance to pay for a few dinners, and tonight, for those who are here also, maybe we don't pay the food, but at least we pay something, maybe the drinks. Of course, we have partners and sponsors and membership who help us a lot to keep on ruling. And the closing balance was over 7,000 euros, which is quite some money so that we have. And for the year 2022, I'm going to present a budget that equals to 0. So this means that hopefully we still have that same money at the end of the year. So going, and yes, this was approved by the executive board on the 9th of February this year, presented by Sophie and Ines, who are not present. Sophie is working in the UK and back now to her home in Belgium. And Ines, as I was saying, she's a student and cannot skip really her internship. She works very late. So going to the motion, people in good standing in 2021. So we still are 15, no Lillian since. So we would like to propose you to approve this statutory item, Womenvai financial status, as I just reported. Anyone against? Anyone who doesn't want to vote? So thank you very much for the trust and the confidence and the vote. Coming to 2022, so I tried to summarize in that page everything that we plan to do. So from the marketing and communication side, we will try to stabilize, have maybe more people. So please, anyone who hears us and would like to contribute, tell us. Who would like to help on the social media, on the content of newsletters, etc. It has been a very big job so for us, but let us know if you want to be involved in that. On the projects, we will continue with Dennis here because we have the same 20 classes that will go and facilitate this year in Geneva, but hopefully 20 more. So it will even bring a little bit more money. And you can ask, but why is Womenvai? What are we providing here? In fact, we do provide the kits, okay? Swiss engineering facilitates, but needs the kits. Dennis, please take 1 minute to show exactly what it is. I'll leave you to.
Sorry, we cannot hear you.
Okay, let's. I will show you. This is the game, the electric game.
I will stop my. Okay, go on.
Okay, this is the finished game, but that we give to the kids. It's all the cables to build an electrical game, and of course they learn how to build a circuit, and together with this game there is a conscientization, if we can say that, to motivate the kids to learn or to study or to choose a career in STEM. They learn how to build this toy, this electrical game, and of course they spend like 1 hour or 2 hours building the game. Behind of the cartoon you have this electrical, all the cables and everything. They have to use special tools to take out the plastic of the cables, and of course at the end, they have to do these questions. And if the question is correct, the light is on. That we provide as Womenvai. We give the kits that came in small bags like this, and the kids has to cut and build the whole game.
Yes, thank you very much. Maybe because we couldn't see from here, can you pass on the little kids?
Yeah. This is not.
Can you switch on? So for those here present, basically what Womenvai provides is, oh, I'm muted. No, I'm not muted.
It's okay, we can hear you.
Yes. Dennis, just pass on and no problem. So basically what Dennis has just explained to you is that Womenvai and Swiss Engineering, we have a partnership. Swiss Engineering has facilitators in Geneva to go to the primary school and help the kids to develop that. And what Womenvai does is we buy the components and we sell the kits to Swiss Engineering. Okay? Okay. So this is basically something that is a great added value for the kids, in fact, because they understand in a very funny way that they can work in STEM in the future, for example. Okay. So for this was about Kidsvai, Womenvai Academy we plan to have in Benin and Senegal. For the moment, we have 2 facilitators in French, Betty, myself. I hope Lillian Coelho can join, or Dennis. But if you want to join the team, please let us know. Also, we plan to continue and develop the Connect and Stop Violence project. And on the events side and accreditation, we did a few events already in March and plan more with the WISIS, UNFCCC, as I was saying, the COP27, etc. There's a new service that we want to develop, and we started already with a convention that we signed with EPF Engineering School. We help that faculty of STEM to design their gender equality plan. And it was great because today we had Professor Zakowska, Lydia, who presented in a workshop for a few of the researchers at EPF school today, what is a gender equality plan and what is it for, in fact. And what we have at Womenvai is some skills and competencies, expertise to come to your university or to your company. And the importance for the university who does research is that since 1st January this year, to apply for funds from the Horizon Europe, you have to have that criteria ticked. So your institution needs to have a gender equality plan, even if something's simple, but still you need it. So, of course, to deploy those activities in 2022, we have internal communication mainly on Skype and mainly on WhatsApp groups, etc. Sometimes it's a bit too much because we miss some information. That's, of course, the disadvantage of those WhatsApp groups. But we try our best to either gather in board meetings whenever possible, face-to-face, or have a specific project meetings, of course. And of course, we have a budget that we have designed. So as I was saying, the budget is as follows, and we expect to keep on the same amount that we closed the bank statement with at more than 7,000, which means that members, co-founders increasing and sponsors increasing. With the money also of the projects, we try to keep on with a good around 9,000 either income and or expense. And of course, to proceed with these activities for 2022, we need you. in fact. This is what I want to mention here, because we've done a lot, but if we are not so many, it's difficult to maintain the cap, because a lot of countries have asked us for academies, etc. But for example, in Portuguese speaking, my colleague Lydia Santiago, who could not join, obviously, she said we should do something in Africa, for example, in Portuguese-speaking Africa. So the only two Portuguese here speaking is Lillian, myself. So we have to do something. In Tunisia also, the ATFI, the Association Tunisienne des Femmes Ingénieurs, have asked us to do something with them, but I've not been able to follow everything. So please join the team. And we need people in the treasury team, in the projects team, in the Women Academy, etc., etc. So we need you, obviously. And there are many things that we could develop. This is one thing, the training for women and a lot of services that I'm not going to detail here, but I tried to gather also here in that slide that you will get all the, I would say, benefits package for all the active members. So the motion 3 is really here to propose you to vote to approve the activities and budget proposed for 2022. And this applies to all active members that have joined us also in 2022. That means how many? We have Lillian now who have joined us. 16 and 6.
All those who are new. And
6, so it's
yes.
22, right?
22, yes.
So addressing the 22 members, I would like to know who is against. Who would like to not vote? I see Selina has her feet. Ah, no. Poor Selina, thank you. It was not a vote against. It is a vote for. Thank you very much to all. Let's applaud ourselves so we can continue the good job. Thank you very much.
Yes, I would like to add that this plan is very, let's say,
challenging.
Yeah, challenging, but it doesn't mean that it's the only thing we are doing, because we still each time have new challenges and new ideas, new invitations, and that makes us only to look for cooperators. I mean, if we have those who are interested, and not only in your countries, but in another, it will be just great to think on development of this ambitious plan.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Lydia. Yes, you're right. It's very challenging and we don't want to stop there, basically. We are very ambitious.
Yes, that's a beginning.
So, and we are very strong, so we will manage it anyway, with or without you, but we prefer to be with you. So thank you for the vote. I now go to the motion 4 because we propose we propose to replace the vice president because, as Mabrini told us, she's very busy with her family. She's got 2 young girls, and also with her business, which is very much growing. So she sent me a message that she was so sorry that she cannot pursue for the moment, and so she's stepping back. We wish we wish to take this opportunity to thank her very much because she's been very, very active in 2021, especially with the academies and still following and all the website. I must say, it's thanks to Abeshor, her own company. So we propose the lady just by my beside, Lillian Dorvaux, to be our next vice president. I'm sure with everything that you did, at least it's a good recognition, but we want to go further. And there is a lot of projects in AI, as you said, artificial intelligence. And maybe we can also renew some contacts with Berkeley in the US. I know that Betty has had the chance to go there also, and maybe we can smooth around those contacts. And we can, why not organize a study tour to Berkeley, California, no? Why not? So, of course, we continue to have our wonderful Secretary General by our side, Lydia Zakowska, the Treasurer, Sophie. Sophie told me she wants to move next year. So she's a bit anticipating, but again, she has a lot of work because she's dealing in a company, very innovative company in the UK that has a lot of challenges for her. and she's with experience, of course. She gets to be soon the COO of her company. So next year she would like maybe Ines to be the treasurer and somebody else to be the deputy. So for the moment she stays, but just for the next year. Okay, so if there is no question, no other people who would like to be the president or the vice president or secretary general, you can still raise your hand. I've seen that there's somebody else coming from ASEF. ASEF Africa is here, right? And Lillian has joined us. Maybe you can present yourself. Do we have still some time? What is the time now? We have still 10 minutes. We're nearly finished. So maybe, can we give the speech to ASEF Africa?
I would say let's vote.
Okay, maybe.
Okay.
Hopefully I've got a lady here, and I'll give the speech in a moment to ASEF Africa. I think I've seen some members there. So let's vote.
Voices, yeah.
So anyone against? Nope. Anyone not voting? So thank you for the motion approval and for the confidence. Motion 5 is a natural motion that we always propose when some of the co-founders basically want to take some back a little bit, not pay anymore their membership, and because they've got so many things to do. We would like to still honor that they've been a co-founder, and we like very much Sangeeta Wish from India, who has been helping us a lot, very much, and we hope to have her as a partner because she's still the chair of WISE India. I recall more than 10 years ago, we went there to help create this Women in Science and Engineering India NGO. So she's very busy with that. And we want to recognize her work, and we hope to meet with her soon again. Asma Brini, as I was saying, from Tunisia. And of course, as a reminder, we have already 2021 honorary members for whom we voted already this motion last year, Nadia and Camille. Do I miss somebody?
No.
No, okay, good. So putting that now to the vote, who is against? Who doesn't want to take part of the vote? So thank you very much for the positive vote here. And we congratulate our new honorary members. At some point, I will propose to the executive board next time to maybe do something, some kind of recognition. We don't know what yet, but some.
But we make diploma for sure, and maybe some other invitation to our
exactly.
Goals, if there is an accessible place after COVID.
Exactly. It can be a gathering physical, it can be a special prize, it can be, of course, a certificate is the minimum, I would say, but also an article, in our newsletter, what they do, etc. We don't want to lose the link. So with that, we're going to do a photo. So I hope, I don't know how we do. Yes, so before the photo, I'd like to give the speech to Lillian. Lillian Coelho. There's two Lillian here. If you can present yourself. Okay. Can we see Lillian here?
Hi, everyone.
That's it. Okay. So can you present?
Yes, I'm here. Okay. Then I'm Lillian Coelho. I'm a French-Brazilian woman, mother, engineer, activist, environmental activist, and a feminist, and everything else. I'm development director at the Shared Water for All at Suez, and I joined the Womenvai at the start. We are co-founders. And then I believe so much in this project because you need more voices, raise our voices, and say the words that you are here to work with men, that is not alone women, that you need both of us work together. And then I'm very proud to be here today with you and to share these experiences and talk about my project with UNFCCC, then I'm very, very close to engagements in the Conference of the Parties and then United Nations Climate Framework Climate Change Convention. And I would like to follow this topic with you. And then I'm a specialist in the water and sanitation sector as civil engineers in the infrastructure to help to build bridges, bridges, all the sense of bridges, human bridges, structures, bridges. Thanks so much, and see you soon face to face.
Thank you very much, Lillian. Who would like to share some of the thoughts? Yes, I know we have. Can you show us the full screen? Maybe I can see here. Sorry, Denise. Peter, are you with us, Peter? Can you express yourself, Peter? I'm not sure. Peter Ekue, can you hear us? Do a sign like that if you can hear us. Yes, can you hear us? I think he's talking in his. Can you hear us? Yes or no, Peter? Probably not. No, okay, it doesn't matter really. I think he's busy now for that. So everybody who would like to join us for a picture, I would like you to put on your cameras, please. Yes, thank you. And maybe donc on va se retrouver comme ça, nous. Ah.
We come like
Viens là, viens là.
Viens,
Marois. Maybe you two there and around. Mettez-vous sur voilà. Mets-toi avec Célina. Liliane, mets-toi avec Célina. Ah non, mais on est déjà quatre, nous, non? Ah, c'est tout petit. Denis, je te laisse prendre la photo ou pas? Voilà. Si on te voit. Oui, on te voit, c'est vrai. Si, tu étais bien là.
I will join you.
Ah, bah, je sais pas.
Okay, now we.
Antonina, we see you very well. Stay like that. Please switch on. Valérie, switch on your camera. And Guylaine. And
why don't
Peter.
you come closer? Because we are not visible. Yes. Great.
It's okay.
Is a picture now?
C'était bien. Thank you very much. So, tu veux dire quelques mots en tant que vice-présidente et hôte? Ouais. Bah, tu vas closer. Hein? Enfin, bon. Before we leave, I'd like to give the floor just 1 minute to our host, Lillian. Thank you so much for the logistics. You see, even though we started late, we are pile on time. So no, thank you. So you come here so we can see you and and then just a few words, especially you are the new vice president. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. So thank you very much for your confidence and to accept me as a vice president. I hope I will help Yvette for the new project we could develop in 2022. And I can assure you that EPF will carry on the partnership of Womenvai and is really involved with all the action we manage. And I really hope we'll have another and many ideas to help everybody in the world, and especially women, for developing projects and entrepreneurships, and that's it. So sorry with the problem with Zoom problem and instead of Teams program, so it's why it was a little bit difficult with the screen.
But I hope next time, if you come back to Montpellier on summertime, it would be nice. We could organize big events like we have done 4 years ago. And it would be always a pleasure for us to host you.
So a big applause for our new Vice President. Thank you very much. Big applause. Congratulations. Thank you all to be with us online. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
The report which you will see as a minute from this meeting, we have a very short summary of our meetings and research proposed here at Montpellier at EPF. This is a wonderful school, and we already have in plan that will be engaged in some more than only discussion, but real projects. And some of them will be announced, and you will be asked to just to say, yes, I would like to join, and I will do this or that job. Yes. So Montpellier, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay.